Korean pop culture has been a strong wave for people to receive, especially those appealing Korean drama. So this time, we are going to land on Korea to find out what makes it so fascinating and irresistible to Huaren audience. Let's go! Hey! Do you remember this music? You're right, it was the most popular historical Korean drama, Taechangum. Apart from the extremely high view rate in Korea, it has also gained great success in many Asian countries like Malaysia and China, which contains huge number of Korean audience. Let's explore why it is so attractive to Korean audience.
Yes.
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 Yes. I think it's hanbok because I think hanbok is very beautiful. Yeah.
Chinese medicine.
I think that I'm very impressed by the main character's filial piety towards her mother because her mother told her to become the greatest chef in the palace, and because of this, after her mother died, she tried her best to get into the palace and become the greatest chef.
For myself, I think the Chinese character impressed me the most because those characters we have seen in the jewelry in the palace is the same as we have used in our daily life.
I think it's a strict hierarchy structure, and I think the woman has very low social status.
Huaren means ethnic Chinese. Nowadays, Huaren community is widely distributed into different parts of the world, especially in the Asian countries. This time, we will focus on the Huaren community in Asian countries and see whether Korean drama reinforce the Huaren identity. The long historical linkage between Korea and China can be found at the time of Han Dynasty. In BC 109, ancient Korea became colony of Han Dynasty. The civilization of China at that time had great influences on Korean development of language, social norms, social hierarchy, and costumes. Through watching Korean historical drama, we can find out many traces of traditional Chinese culture. In many historical Korean drama, we can see that Chinese characters were the written language that commonly used at ancient Korea. Ancient Korean also read Chinese literatures and learned Chinese cultures. Feeling familiar with the frequently showed Chinese elements, Huaren audiences became easily to substitute themselves into the drama and feel proud of the widespread of Chinese cultures. Watching the scenes of making Korean cuisine in Daejangum, it was easy for Huaren audience to find that Korean cuisine was similar to Chinese cuisine, especially in the scenes of a feast for King's grandmother. The main character, Changgum, introduced her cuisine by quoting Chinese philosophy of yin and yang, which first came to Korean in the 4th century. This actually showcased the great influence of Chinese culture to Korean culture. Chinese herbal medicine has been recognized as a sophisticated medical system since 1,000 years ago. In Taechangum, it was commonly used by ancient Korean physicians. Foreign audience may find that Chinese medicine was so sophisticated that adopted by the neighboring country. Confucianism, as a traditional Chinese ideology, it is a shared trait which unifies Huaren. It maintains the peace among society, and it is a source of wisdom in Huaren community. It is proved that Confucianism is incorporated in many Korean dramas. A research also found out that most of the audience, especially the older generation, may infuse a sense of belonging when they are watching Korean dramas due to the traits of Confucianism. In Taechangum, the main character Changgum accepted herself to be the chef of the king just because she wanted to accomplish her mother's unfinished goal. The focus of the relationship between mother and daughter acts as a reminder to Huaren's shared belief, enhancing the agreement of being one of the Huaren. Filial piety also implies the value of Jia, which means home. It emphasizes the importance of home in Huaren mindset, placing that family interest on the top of personal interest. Ritual, another highlight of Confucian values, demonstrates hierarchical structure in the society. The drama showcased hierarchical structure through the setting of ancient royal system. Male physicians have a much higher status than female physicians. Women were not allowed to be an official or the king's physician. In the palace, everyone had their own status based on their job duties. For example, court ladies have to follow what the officials say. These traditional values that Huaren had in the past create resonance to Huaren community and generate emotional appeal to the people. The trace of Chinese elements in Korean drama actually remind Huaren audience that Huaren cultures were so powerful and greatly influencing the neighboring countries. The penetration of Confucian values in Korean drama can create a bond with Huaren audience even though they are not from the same country. Hence, Huaren audience may feel so proud when they watch Korean drama, and the agreement of being one of Huaren community is strengthened. Huaren audience may find Korean drama so familiar, as it reminds them that their Chineseness based on the use of Chinese ideology and similar cultural background. Scholar Milton Bennett said, one's cultural identity also depends on the value system and the world view. So, when Huaren audience see the characters' behaviors in line with the shared cultural context, the Korean drama actually awakened the memory of their own traditional culture. Watching Korean drama eventually can reinforce the identity of being a Huaren. The high popularity of Korean dramas, in fact, make them feel proud of their own culture and encourage them to retain it.